Cool. So it's still busy with number patterns. Today, we're going to focus on following and setting rules, but we're not using the number pattern notation yet. That would be in the next lesson. Okay, who's going to help me with these sequences? Quick, fast, in a hurry. Tell me where to start. Then tell me the 8 terms of that sequence, and we will be done. We need to see that we know how to follow instructions, right, guys? So who's going to help me with these? Not a single hand. Guys, there we go. Minenhle.
Hi, ma'am.
Hello.
How are you, ma'am?
I'm well, and you?
Good.
Where do we start?
So we say stop. We're gonna first say 1 times 2 equals 2, ma'am.
But what is my first term? What's T1?
T1 is 1.
There we go. And then?
And then it's just 2, ma'am.
2.
And then it's 3, ma'am.
We are multiplying by 2.
Oh, sorry, ma'am. That's 4, ma'am.
4, thank you. And then?
It's 8, ma'am.
8.
And then it's 10, ma'am.
Multiply, don't add.
Sorry, ma'am.
It's
and then
okay.
it's 16.
There you go.
And then it's 32, ma'am.
32.
And then, ma'am, it's 64, ma'am.
64.
And then it's 128, ma'am.
128. And we are finito. Thank you, Minenhle.
Thank you, ma'am.
Superstar. Always willing to help me, guys. Okay, let's do the next one. Sahasra.
Hello, ma'am. How are you?
Hello, I'm well, and you?
Good, thank you.
You want to do the second one with me?
Yes, T1 over here is 256. Minus 32, it's 224.
224.
Then it's 192.
192.
160.
160.
128. 96.
90. The way you said it makes me not sure. Okay, 96.
Yeah, because like, okay, yeah. And then it's 64.
64.
And 32.
32. Beautiful. That would be our 8 terms. Thank you very much, Sahasra. Beautiful. Palisa. Hi, Palisa.
Hi, ma'am.
Are you new?
Yes, ma'am.
And you already participated. I love it, Palisa. You're going to do the last one with me?
Yes, ma'am, please.
Okay, let's go for it.
So, ma'am, it's 128.
Okay, first one is 256. Remember, we have to start with the first one.
Oh, yes.
Okay, and then 128.
And then 64.
64.
And then 32.
32.
And then 16. And 8.
8.
4.
4.
And 2.
And 2. That will be our last one. Thank you very much, girl. I love it. Thanks, Vanessa. Okay, we're off to a nice and fast start, which is beautiful. Now let's move on. Vanessa's like, I'm here to kill, to slay. Okay, we did these last week. Just want to see that we remember how to do this. Let's hear. Who has the guts, the energy, the everything to do with me? Okay, hands just went up. Let's see. Minenhle, I'll give you another chance another time. Matthew, Hi, Matthew.
Hello, ma'am.
Yes, Matthew. Let's do the first one together.
It's 4.
4. And what is the rule? How do we get from one term to the next?
The constant difference is +2.
Hey, so we are going to terminology. Constant difference is +2. Thank you very much, Matthew. Let's see who else. Sahasra, I've spoken to already. Who else is next? There we go. P. Mampur. I keep forgetting your name. Keep forgetting your name.
Hi, ma'am.
Hello.
Ma'am, the answer is going to be 6
6. What's our constant difference?
plus 6.
Thank you very much. It's +6. Okay, the last one is a little bit different. Angeline. Hello. Oh, we can't hear you, Angeline. Okay, it's fine. We can't hear you, but you are unmuted though, so just check your mic. Bontle?
Hi, ma'am.
Hello.
Ma'am, the answer is 10. The constant ratio is that you times by 10.
Thank you. Constant ratio is multiplied by 10. I love this terminology, guys. I love this terminology. Now, for people who haven't done this before, tell me, what is a constant difference and what is a constant ratio? And there I am cheering for you while you do it. Yeah, enjoy. I put a lot of work into that. Tabi saying, hi, Tabi saying.
Hi, ma'am.
Are you gonna tell me the difference?
Must I explain like what is a constant difference or like what must I explain?
Yes, what is the constant difference?
Isn't the constant difference like the same number that goes through all of the numbers? Like if I had like 2, 4, 6, 8, I would be adding to everything. So that would be the constant difference. It's the
But what's
general
important about,
terminology.
what's the special thing about constant difference? If I say you multiply by 2, would that be a constant difference?
Yes, ma'am. Oh, that would be, you'd just add 2 if it was times 2 onto the constant difference.
No, that would be a constant ratio. For instance, if you have 2, 4, 8, you're no longer adding 2. Can you see that? In this
Yes,
case,
ma'am.
you are multiplying by 2. So that will be a constant ratio. Thank you very much for answering us. Okay, guys, so that is the difference between the two, okay? In a constant difference, you are adding or subtracting the same number. Isn't that what constant means? Okay, so this would be a constant difference. But if you are multiplying or dividing by the same number, that would be a constant ratio. So this would be a constant ratio. And then you just get patterns that follow their own thing, which we're not going to talk about this year. Okay. Whew, now let's find the rules, guys. Let's find the rules. Let's talk about what's going on. How do we find the rule? Let's talk about the pattern that's on our screen right now. Okay. Let's talk about what's on our screen right now. Tell me, what is the constant difference there? $40. Follow says 40. I see people's hands are up. I'm hoping these people are going to help me do the whole sum. Hi, Becky. Nope.
Hi, ma'am.
Hello.
Ma'am. So to each To each number, ma'am, you add 40 to get your next.
You add 40. Beautiful. So our constant difference is positive 40. Difference is positive 40. Now, if you guys remember what I told you, what do we do with this 40? Remember, we haven't started working with number pattern notation yet, but I had said a specific word about this 40. What do we do with it now? We want a relationship between the term number, which is term number 1, 2, 0, 3, 4, 5, and the term value, which is these numbers over here. From term to term, we add 40, I know. But how do I get from 1 to 40 or 2 to 80? What do we do with this 40? Do you remember what I said? So you make it the multiplier. Who remembers what I said? What's a multiplier? Anyone remember what a multiplier is? No?
Ma'am,
Mm-hmm.
that I say that instead of the constant being 40, I think that it actually you multiply each one with by 40. It's like 0 times 40 would equal to 0, 1 times 40 equals to 40, and 2 times 40 equals to 80.
That is true, but we want to find a way to always be able to determine that rule. Okay. So we have to still use the constant difference. So that plus 40, we're using it. Yes, Tammy. So now that I say it's the constant difference. So I'm going to say 40. And if it's our multiply, that means we multiplied with our term number. And then we have to decide if that is our whole rule or if we do anything to it. Okay. Now 40 times 1 equals. What do we want? We want a 40. So do I need to add or subtract anything to 40 times 1? Let me know. Do I need to add or subtract anything? No. So your rule is literally just 40 times the term number. Isn't that easy? It's easy to get it. Do we keep multiplied the same with the answers? Okay, Angeline, I'm not sure what you'll retype, my darling. Full fellow.
Hello, ma'am.
Hello.
Ma'am, as you just said that you multiply the 40 with the term number. So in the test, when they ask you to find TN, how are we going to write it?
Okay, full fellow, the TN would be in number pattern notation, which is the next lesson. Okay. This is how we find the general term, not using that notation. So right now we're writing it in words. We need to be able to explain what we're doing. In the next lesson, we're going to be working on finding TN using a specific general formula. Okay.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, guys, this is easy enough, isn't it? This is easy enough. So in this case, it's always 40 times the term number. Now let's make this interesting. I can't remember what I was supposed to do with the sequence. It's just chilling on its own there. Oh, now I see. This is a linear sequence as well. Tell me what's happening in this sequence. In the first shape, we have how many sides? Don't let the teachers trick you. This is a normal sequence. In the first shape, we have 3 sides. And in the second shape, we have 4. And in the third one, oh, I see hands are up. Sorry, I didn't see them. Hi, Sahasha.
Oh, ma'am, I actually wanted to answer the number of sides.
Wonderful. Answer the last one. What do we have in the third shape? Oh, Sahasha's gone. We have 5. What's going on here, guys? Tell me the constant difference. Catherine wants to answer the rest of the question with me. Hi, Catherine. Nope, Catherine vanished. Duele? Here we go.
Hi, ma'am.
Hello.
I think the constant difference is +1.
+1. Okay, so what do we do, guys, in the chat? Tell me, what do we do with our constant difference? We have our constant difference. What do we make it? Starts with the M. We take this and we make it our. Ubiwe, just raise the hand. Yes, Ubiwe.
We are gonna make it our multiplier, ma'am.
Thank you very much. We're gonna make it our multiplier. Okay, so we're gonna say 1 times, I don't know why I started writing in red suddenly. It's making me nervous because red is what I use to mark. That's 1 times your term number. And which answer do we want after all of this, guys? After all of this that we are going through, what do we want to get? What's the outcome that we want? Equals. What's the outcome that we want? We are inputting 1 because this is term number 1, right? But what is the actual outcome that we want? We want a 3. You see that? Yes, we want a 3. So 1 times the term number is going to be 3. And in this case, we're going to have 1 times the term number 1 equals 3. So tell me, what am I adding or subtracting to reach to what is desired? I think I must highlight them in different colors so that we see what we're doing here. Ne? So this one is our multiplier. This one is our term number. And this one is the outcome that we want. Okay, there we go. +2. Okay, so this one would be your multiplier, not to be confused with the term number. This one is your term number, and this one is the outcome that we want. So if you take 1 times 1 plus 2, you get a 3, but you test it. Let's test it with term 2, guys. Write in the chat, how do we test it with term 2? What times what plus what? Let's test it with term 2. Sharifa? Hello.
Afternoon, ma'am. It's
Afternoon.
1 times 2. 1 times 2 plus 2 will give us 4.
And it's for the outcome that we want?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, it is. Our formula works. So our formula in this case will be indeed 1 times your term number plus 2. Are we following, guys? Tell me so far, are we good? Are we happy? Wonderful. We're following. We are happy. When you guys are happy, I'm happy. Okay. Beautiful. Let's go down and see what's happening. Now we are back to our squares. Okay. In this case, I'm telling you, we're going to have 3 different types of patterns, which is healthy for us to see what's going on when you have 3 different types of patterns and their differences, right? So let's start with number of black squares. Tell me, guys. Okay, let me first number them. This, the smallest one is shape number 1. This would be, actually no. Yeah, shape number 1, shape number 2, and this will be shape number 3. So in arrangement number 1, tell me, guys, how many black squares do we have? How many black squares do we have in shape number 1? How many black squares in shape number 1?
How many? Oh, let's look at gray squares. How many gray squares are there in arrangement 1? So arrangement one, remember, this is arrangement one, this one here. So how many gray squares? That will be 4, that's right. And then arrangement 2, this one here, how many gray squares are here? That's 8. And then arrangement 3, how many gray squares? Okay, I'm gonna try and zoom in. Can you see now? Ayabongo, can you see now? No, ma'am. Okay, these are the arrangements, the squares. Okay, we said teacher Kat is here. I'm gonna stop sharing my screen. And
So gray squares, guys, how many gray squares do we have? In the first, second, and third, and then tell me how we calculate the next gray squares. So Fatso, yes.
Hi, ma'am.
Hello.
We in the first one we've got 4 gray squares,
Mm-hmm.
and then in the second one we have 8 gray squares,
Mm-hmm.
and then in the third one we have 12 gray squares.
So how are we finding these gray squares? How will you know how many are in the fourth one?
So we add with the constant difference of 4.
Thank you. So for the fourth one, how many will we have?
16.
16, and then?
We will have 20.
20.
And then we will have 24.
24.
28.
28, and now we are at 10. What is our rule relating to the sequence number?
We're now going to
You told me the constant difference is how much?
4.
4. So your constant difference is your multiplier. That means we're going to say 4 times 1. What's the answer that we want?
It's 4.
That's 4. So do we need to add or subtract anything?
Okay. Ma'am, let me check for the 20.
On the screen, 4 times 1 is 4. So do we need to add or subtract anything?
We don't need to add.
That's true, girl. So if it's 4 times 4 times term number, then what will term number 10 be? 4 times?
4 times 10 equals to
Which
40.
is, there we go, and term number 20.
And then on number 20, it's going to be 4 times 20, and then we will get 80.
There we go. And this will be 80. Okay, you get it, guys?
Yes, ma'am.
Beautiful, so thank you very much. So we're going to skip the other sequences because I really just wanted us to check the differences. The first one is a fixed one, obviously. 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4. Means it doesn't change. So even in term number 100, we will always have 4 black squares, okay? And then the white ones, if you look carefully, first one is 1, then you have a 2, and then you have a 9. What kind of numbers are those? What's going on there by the third one? Oh, with our white blocks. Olwami? Hi, Olwami. Okay, Olwami is not unmuting. So what's happening, guys? Tell me in the chat, what type of numbers are these? Bome? Hello.
Hi, the
Oh,
we're
it's a
squaring
4.
number.
Yes, sorry, I just realized I filled in the wrong number there. It's not a 2, guys. It's supposed to be a 4. And as we have so nicely been explained to by Mbome, these are square numbers. So for 3,
Square
what
number.
will our white squares be?
Excuse me.
For number 3, how many white squares will you have?
For number 3, it's 9.
9. And number 4?
It's 16.
16. Number 5?
25.
25. And then
25. 36. I mean.
36. And then
49.
49. Square number. It's shaky. It's 100.
64.
No, remember it's
What?
10. We're not on number 8. We skip to 10.
Oh.
So that'll be 100.
Oh.
And for number 20, that will be
2.
400.
Oh.
Remember 20 times 20, guys, not 20 times 100. 20 times 20 is 400.
400.
Okay, beautiful, guys. We're going to skip our brain break because we do not have time. I wasted so much time trying to get reconnected. So sorry, so sorry, so sorry, so sorry. Bye. Okay. Now, I want us to talk about tables and finding sequences from tables. Okay, the first one is a very interesting sequence. So now remember, we're looking for the relationship between the term number, or in this case, our x, and or input and your output. Okay, coming from the sequence we did just now, you guys should be seeing some sort of pattern here. Okay, how do we get from -1 to 1? There's definitely no constant difference, right? Because from there to there, you subtract 1, but then you add it back. What's going on there? Tammy? Hi, Tammy. Tammy, I can't hear you, and I'm not sure anymore if it's my connection. What? Okay, let's try Pimampuru and see if it's my connection.
Hi, ma'am.
Hello.
Ma'am, I think that x is multiplying itself.
So these are still square numbers. Beautiful. So this is x squared because -2 squared is -2 times -2. And what do 2 negatives give us?
A positive.
A positive. And 2 times 2 would be 4. 4. So the answer here would be 4, guys. See, 0 times 0 is 0. -1 squared is -1 times -1, which would give us a +1. That's why this pattern mirrors itself. It's actually a very special type of pattern angle. So now that we've figured it out, guys, tell me at number 8, where x is 8, what is our output? If we input 8, what do we get out? Thank you, Sharifa. Abisha, 64. And then if your output is 121, what would your input have to be? What squared is 121? Hi, Tammy. I still can't hear Tammy. That's 211, guys. And let's go to 225. What times itself is 225? 50. 16, guys. And how do we represent that with n? This is the next lesson, but I want to see. You just say it's n squared. So whatever n is, you just square it. Are we understanding this? I know you guys have to do the quiz, but I'm going to continue. If you need to leave at 7, that's fine. But we lost a bit of time, so I feel like I need to continue. Okay. In this case, we have a, what type of sequence? What type of number pattern is this? What don't you understand? Raise your hand so we can talk about it. What type of pattern do we have here, guys? We go from 7 to 5, from 5 to 3. What's going on? Is anybody there? No? Okay, there we go. Who's asked to unmute? Ubiwe?
Hi, ma'am. I think the pattern is decreasing by 2.
There we go. So we have a constant difference, guys. So this would be a linear pattern, which means we do the whole thing about having a multiplier and all of that. Thank you very much. So now -2 will be our multiplier. Okay, so let's test it with number 1. So if I have my multiplier, which in this case is going to be -2, it is our constant difference, but we use it as our multiplier. You must rewatch the lesson or and watch last week's one to understand. Okay, so we do that, and then it's going to be multiplied by your term number. So in term 1, tell me what value we are looking for. Equals. What's the output that we want? Our desired output. We're going to input term 1. T1. There's term 1 over there. There. Jeez, of course I'm scratching it out. That's not the plan. What is the plan that we want? What is the outcome that we want, guys? Yes, it is, Jackie. Arithmetic, linear. What is the outcome that we want, guys? Please answer the question. 3. Thank you very much, Boka. We want a 3 for term number 1. So -2 times 1 must give us a 3. What is -2 times 1, guys? It certainly doesn't give us 3. So how much is it? -2 times 1 is -2. So how much would we have to add or subtract to get to 3? Tell me in the chat, how much would we have to add or subtract? -2 times 1 would be -1. Thank you, Tammy. Guys, you must go revise your integers. So -2 has to be added by 5 in order to give us a 3. Remember to revise your integers, guys. You cannot lose marks because of that. So our rule is going to be -2 times the number, term number, plus 5. So now let's fill in this table. Someone already said it earlier. Thereby input, which is -2, ingenile, no, ingenile. I wish. You can tell I like my name. Ingelishe, please raise your hand so I can unmute you. Oh. Let me see.
I'm trying to unmute her.
Please unmute, press speak if you're on your phone. Oh, that was a 5, that wasn't a hand.
Oh.
I see it now. But guys, if your input, our input in this case is -2, what will our output be? So that means we're gonna have a -2, which is the multiplier. Don't confuse these two. Times your input, -2 plus 5. What output do we want? -2 times -2 is how much? -2 times -2. There you go, +4. And then if you add 5, the final answer will be what? 9. So there, where your input is -2, the output will be 9. Now, if we do it with +2, we're going to have a -2 times a +2 plus 5. Tell me what our outcome is, guys. Yes, it is a 1 because you have a -4 there plus 5, which will give you 1. Beautiful, guys. So technically it's the end of the lesson, guys, but I was disconnected for a while, so I'm gonna sit here and keep explaining. Okay, if you need to leave, Nelisa will post the quiz for you. You will be able to do the quiz, okay? So she will post the quiz for you. If you need to leave, that's okay, but I'm gonna stay on for like 10 more minutes, okay? Okay, so if you can stay, that's okay. Please do, so that we get a little bit more work in. Okay, let's move on. Let's do the one for 9. What's the output for 9? Do it alone, guys. So if I input 9, what will the output be? See if someone raised their hand, they might be done. See, I'm Tanda. See, I'm Tanda's not answering. Oluwami?
Ma'am, can you please repeat your question?
If your input is 9, what will we get as an output?
So, ma'am, you will times -2 times 9, then add 5. -2 times 9, it will give you -18. Then you'll add 5, which will give you +13.
You were right. -13. Thank
Oh,
you.
yes.
You must go revise your integers, Olami. And have confidence. You were right the first time. Okay. Thank you, guys. So guys, tell me, what happens if they give you the output? So now we're working backwards. We have been given the output, -21, and we must find out what do I need to input in order to get to -21. Who has an idea? Raise your hand and let's talk about it. Tammy, hi Tammy. Ooh, I like what Sharif is doing. Hi Tammy. Oh, Tammy's mic is still not working. Rabetse, yes, but you need to find a method to find it. Okay, we need to find a method. So we're going to do the inverse operation. If -2 times your term number plus 5 has to give you how much? The first one says this whole sum has to give us -21. So this has to give us -21. We need to find out what this term is. Okay, we're going to do the opposite, guys, which is the inverse operation. Now tell me, what is the inverse of, yes, what's the inverse of adding? I think some of you are going to say transpose, which that's fine as well, but you need to understand this, the inverse. Sharifa?
The inverse is -5, ma'am.
There we go. So we're going to subtract 5 on both sides, right?
Yes, ma'am. And then you divide it by 2 because at the first time you multiplied it by 2, by
That's
-2.
good. So we have -5 from the left hand and the right hand side. First, let's find out how much this is. So this will be negative 2 times the term will be equal to negative 26. And now, as Sharifa so nicely explained to us, we have to do the inverse of multiplication, which is division, to get rid of this. Okay, so what you do on the one side, you do on the other side. So I'm going to divide by negative 2, divide by negative 2, and then tell me what the term number is in the chat. Do you have an answer, Sharifa? Oh, I'm muted. There we go, guys. So it's term number 13. So term number 13 will give us an output of, what was the output? Negative 21. Okay, I need to check with this one. How are we feeling about this one? We're going to do the last one as well, but I need to check how we are feeling. There we go. Here we go. Okay, let's do the last one, guys. Let's do the last one. This time they tell us that the output is negative 33. It's okay. We're doing the last one and then we're going, guys. If you have to go, please go and do the quiz. Just make sure you watch the video because we're still recording. Okay. Okay, so this time we want negative 2 times your term plus 5 to equal negative 31. Okay. So we said you first start by getting rid of the plus 5 by minusing 5 on both sides. So you're going to be left with negative 2 times term. If you subtract 5 from 5, then it's gone. It's gone. Do you understand? We subtracted the side. It's going to be 5 minus 5, so your 5 will be gone. And then you what you subtract on the left, you're going to have to go and subtract on the right. So it's going to be negative 5. Oh, geez. And then my pen decided to tap out. Negative 5. Okay. So now we're going to be left with, okay, this is messy. Let me go to the side. Here we go. Now we're going to be left with negative 2 times term is equal to negative 36. We divide by 2 on both sides to get rid of the negative 2. Therefore, the negative 36 will be term number 18. I think I'm going to end it there. Thank you guys for being so patient with me. I will fix all my connection and laptop issues. Hi, Olwami, do you have a question?
Ma'am, yes, no, ma'am. You wrote negative 31 instead of negative 33.
Oh, so the whole thing is wrong. What a difficult. So this is supposed to be negative. At least now we know that negative 31, let me actually leave it. Negative 31 will be term number 18, but let's work out what the actual question was. So it was negative 2 times term plus 5 equals negative 33. Okay, same step, guys. Negative 2 times term equals negative 33 minus 5. Negative 2 times term will be negative 38. You divide by 2, you divide by 2, negative 2. Therefore, 38 will be term number 19. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Guys, that would be the correct answer. So term number 18 will be negative 31, but term number 19 will indeed be negative 33 was in the table. Yeah. Let's check our table. Do we see there? So we just established that this will be term number 18. Okay, Khalal, thank you once again, guys, for your patience.